Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this virtual career fair. And thank you for joining us. My name is Marnie, and I work here at CareerForce in St. Cloud. We hope that job seekers and employers will learn from one another through these events and ultimately connect via applications and interviews. Today, we have representatives from some employers who are eager to tell you about their companies and their job openings. First off, I'd like to hear from all of you who have tuned in. So in the Q&A call out, if you can please let us know how you heard about today's event and if there's a particular employer that you've applied to already even. All right, and while that's coming in, I'll note that after today's presentations, we will be sending out a follow-up email to all registered participants with employer contact information and, if necessary, answers to any questions that were not addressed during the live event. All right, now I'd like to go over the agenda. And it looks like we might have some changes to the agenda today. Um, we have had some technical difficulties. First, we would like to welcome Justine from Menzel. Justine, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can. Yes.
Awesome. So yes, I can't join with I've never been able to get into Microsoft Teams for some reason. It's so weird. But I did join anonymously, so I can see right now that I don't know who, there's someone talking that's going over an agenda right now. But
Yes.
you guys won't be able to see me. But as long as you can hear me, I think we'll be okay.
All right. Sounds great. Okay, everyone. So
Perfect.
welcome, Justine. And we will go right into your presentation, Justine.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Yes, I am Justine. I'm HR recruiter with Main Soul Services. We support people with disabilities. And so we hire a lot of direct support professional positions. We have 40 different locations throughout Minnesota. And let me just pull this up. Sorry. I don't know why there's other things going on during that meeting, but I'm taking that out of my ears. All right, so we have a lot of direct support professional positions open. We have a lot of full-time and part-time, and our schedules are flexible for the most part. We can definitely work with you to get something that works with your schedule if you do have other things that conflict with that. Some qualifications for this position, they're pretty minimal. You have to be above 18 to work just because you are supporting another individual. And then if you're supporting children, which we have one children's home in St. Cloud, you do have to be above 21. Other than that, there's not really any requirements. We have preferred, of course, like we prefer you have a driver's license. If you don't have a driver's license, we would just put you in a position where there is no driving needed, which would be like an overnight position. Otherwise, like during the day and evenings, there's a lot of appointments or taking them out to day programs and stuff like that where you would need a license. So we would just have you do an overnight, and then maybe you can work to get your license and then move into a different slot position. And no requirements needed for like any experience or anything like that because we do all our own trainings. We have online trainings, and then also like if you need your CPR, we have that training. And all the trainings are done in-house, so you just get certified through us, and then you're able to do all the things that we need you to do within that position. We have about 60 openings right now throughout Minnesota. We do have some support coordinator positions as well. So you heard me say direct support professional. Those are the people who provide the direct care to the people we support. Then the support coordinators, they do that as well, but then they also have some paperwork that they do. So they're more the lead staff of the house. They kind of take the role of people come to them for questions, and then they also do a lot of documentation. And then there is another position. We have two right now, which is pretty rare, but we have program manager positions, which this would be the manager of a couple houses. So you would be the like the program manager kind of oversees all the SCs and the direct support professionals. They do scheduling, like a whole bunch of like paperwork type stuff, and then also some direct care when needed. And where we're located, that is very broad. I could talk for probably 2 minutes just on our locations, as we have 40 throughout Minnesota. I'll list just a few where we're really high need for employees is Monticello, Big Lake area, which is kind of northish, like towards St. Cloud, but it's like 30 minutes before St. Cloud. We got Blaine and Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center. We need a lot of people, and then also in St. Louis Park and Spring Lake Park. Now, there's a lot of other cities we're hiring for. I didn't list them because there's not as many positions, but don't feel like we don't have positions in an area for you because we definitely probably do. Our starting wage for the direct support professional is $12.75 an hour as a training wage. Then you get a 25-cent increase to $13 an hour. That is what it's at. Not, even if you have experience, unfortunately, we can't pay for that. So that's where it's at. Unfortunately, we do realize that is low, but we're working to get that increased as much as we can. We've actually given 2 increases in the last year, so that was great. And there is houses that have a little bit higher wage due to behaviors and stuff like that. So definitely feel free to reach out. Our benefits are for our full-time people, and it's the full benefits package: health, life, dental, vision, 401k, all that good stuff. How you apply, you can apply 2 different ways. You can go to our website, which is www.mainsl.com, and Mainsl is MAINSL.com. And then you would go there and find the We're Hiring tab, and then just continue through there. There's a couple different clicks you got to do, and then it'd bring you to our online application. The other way is go to Indeed. If you go to Indeed.com and just type in direct support professional as the position you're looking for, and then whatever location you're looking for. So say you're looking for Brooklyn Park, and then just scroll through those ads and try and find Mainsls. That one's a little more vague, but it's also, all you have to do is upload a resume. So that one is a little easier if you can find the ad. Our company culture is so wonderful. I came here in November of last year, and I have just felt more part of this workforce than the other job. I worked 10 years at a different company, and I love Mainsl. We are so family-oriented. You feel cared by your entire team, by everyone that you support and that supports you. It's really very person-centered and people-focused here, and you can definitely feel that. We do a lot of company events and meetings and picnics, obviously not right now with COVID, but there was a lot of times where we'd meet in meeting rooms and just kind of chat and have food and little like veggie trays and fruit trays laid out just to talk about our day and how the week's been going, and it's such a cool culture there. Everyone really cares and everyone's really friendly. Felony friendly, we are not, unfortunately. The drug testing policies are still a work in progress right now, especially with COVID, places being open and stuff like that. But as an employee of Mainsl, you would be required to pass a background check, fingerprinting, and a driving record check. And the driving record check is just checking for like DWIs, reckless driving, like those bigger ticket items, not like a speeding ticket. That is not going to stop you from getting hired with us. And then during COVID right now, we are doing tons of things to keep everyone safe, especially because you're supporting the people we support, which is very important to us. And so we have medical grade masks, face shields, gloves, gowns to wear your clothing, all this good stuff to keep you and the people we support safe. Right now, we don't have any positive COVID cases. That is awesome. If in the case that there is one and you're not comfortable working there, that is definitely okay. We can try and find you somewhere else, or kind of just give you, you take the time off during that positive house. But if you do want to work there, there is a pay increase. There's a different wage for the COVID positive houses. But like I said, at this time, we just don't have any, which is really great, keeping everyone nice and healthy. So that kind of answers all the questions that I've been told to touch on. If anyone has any extra questions, I'm definitely willing to answer them. But I hope you apply to Mainsl.
Okay, thank you so much. So we will move on to our second employer, who is Teachers on Call. And we've got Steve joining us. All right, I'm going to unmute you, Steve. Oh, I can't unmute you. You'll have to unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Good morning. It's good to be here this morning. Yes, I'm Steve Peters. I'm a recruiter here at Teachers on Call. We are a Kelly company. We do substitute staffing services and hire licensed teachers, paraprofessionals, tutors, and early childhood education staff. We are currently providing substitute education professionals to 150 plus school districts and over 450 early childhood education centers, charters, private schools across the country to fulfill their short and long-term substitute needs. We are located here in Bloomington. We service for Teachers on Call Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, and Iowa currently. And if we go up on the first slide here, as you see in front of you, we do have different types of roles that we are hiring for right now. For substitutes, you can be on call, which could be daily. You can work 2 or 3 days a week. You can work all 5 days of the week. Flexibility, I think, is really the key here, so that you can work around any other schedules you might have. We have subs that, they might be taking care of kids, or they may have another job, or they just want to get out and work in the classrooms, a few days a week. So it's really up to you. You're put into a pool, and so we have an app that you can get on your phone, and what that'll do is you can go in every day or the night before, and you can accept assignments. We also have a team that services people also, so you can call in if you'd like to do it that way. And we also make calls out to you also if we have any needs and we're trying to fill, different sub positions from one day to the next. We also have long-term assignments and permanent roles. Those are in the buildings, in the school buildings. Like you might be filling in for somebody who's on maternity leave. You might be, or they might be on another leave of some sort, the health leave. That happens also. Some people are on extended vacations, so on and so forth. So what would happen is we would post like a long-term assignment, and then you could go in and accept that. We'll give you a little short interview, make sure you have, the requirements, the licensures that you need, and so on and so forth. And then you can do long-term assignments. So it just kind of depends. By the way, all of our jobs and everything are posted on www.teachersoncall.com, www.teachersoncall.com. So you'll be able to see everything on there as far as long-terms and perms. So the permanent roles are guaranteed to work daily in the school districts or the regions. Sometimes the perm ones, they could be like an entire semester sort of thing. You'd be in the same building, report 5 days a week. Some are in the same classroom, some are in the building, and you may move around in the building somewhere between classrooms. If you look to the left on positions available and minimum requirements, we do licensed teachers, all grade levels and subject areas. So if you are a substitute teacher, want to be a substitute teacher, you'll need to have a bachelor's degree. It can be in any area for that matter, but you'll need a bachelor's. If you're a paraprofessional, then it's a high school degree, diploma, or GED. And so we have those in regular and in special education. And especially up in the St. Cloud area here, we have a number of openings for special education classrooms. We also have early childhood teachers, assistants, and aides. Most of the charter schools we have are going to be in the Twin Cities area and over in Wisconsin at this point. I don't have anything up here in the St. Cloud area for that. You'll need to have the ability to follow both oral and written directions and instructions. So you might be getting a teacher's plan when you walk in every day. The teacher that's been there before will probably have some sort of plan that you will be executing during that day. You'll be able to effectively communicate through both oral and written means. Again, high school diploma or GED. We do have a Parapro exam. We'll guide you through. This is one of the things when you apply to us, then the onboarding team reaches out to you and they help you to get your temporary licensure, which is really easy to get. So, and any exams that you might need. Teacher, bachelor's degree in Minnesota teaching or substitute or willingness to obtain short call licensure at our guidance. So that short call licensure is what I was just talking about that we can assist you with. It doesn't take very long. Let's go to the second slide, if we could. Let's see. So again, the substitute teacher process, you'd come in and apply right online at www.teachersoncall.com. Bachelor's degree in any subject area. You would apply for a 3-year short call substitute license. It's a $100 processing fee, and you can be eligible as a sub to be on call on a day-to-day basis. Permanent and long-term usually require a licensure. It could be like a K through 12 licensure in a certain area, but those are usually teaching licensures that are out there for people with a bachelor's degree. and I'd be happy to help, talk to you more about that if you'd like to contact me. Substitute as a paraprofessional until your license is processed. So what happens is licensing takes usually 4 to 6 weeks to get, but you could be a paraprofessional before you get your licensure if you'd like to work right away, because we do have substitutes and paraprofessionals in all of our buildings. So if you were wanting to get licensure, you can work as a paraprofessional right away, and then once you get your licensure, you go right into the substitute positions. So you can just start. Can we go to the third slide? So why work with Teachers on Call? I love Teachers on Call. I used to be a guidance counselor, actually. And so I love Teachers on Call because they really care about the students. One of the buildings that I worked in before, we had a substitute service like this in, and it was so great because people would come in, they would have great energy. They love to work with the kids. I think that's a big thing, I know, for me. The willingness to make a difference in people's lives. The students really need you, and I think even now more than ever, students really need us to support them, to help them with their lives, and to become productive adults, like us. So I think it's really great. You can gain valuable classroom experience in whatever subject you wish in various schools and districts. So we have subs who will go in and they'll try something, that they've never tried math before, or English, or physical education, or whatever, and they get to, you get to gain a lot of experience in different areas. Again, building your own schedule, you work where and when you want. So again, with the scheduling app or calling in, you are the one that's really in control of what you want to do. Committing to a specialized long-term or permanent position. When you get to that point, you could actually get a long-term perm position. So that gives you some regularity for those people who like to have the 5-day a week, same classroom, so some sort of thing. That's always good. You get to network with schools and other education professionals. I'll tell you right now, as a staffing agency, we're not like the usual staffing agency that has a contract with the schools, so that if they want to hire you, they have to buy out your contract. We don't have that here. We do have substitutes and paraprofessionals that school districts love, and they will just hire them. And we're so grateful when they do that, because you're happy, the school district is happy, and then we continue to bring in other people. So that does happen, and we're really happy when that does. Automated scheduling with Frontline's absence management system. That's what I was talking about. That's the scheduling system. It's really easy to figure out. Our onboarding team is really awesome. I'm really impressed with our onboarding team. So they will help you so that you can go in and access the system successfully. We do pay weekly, which is really great, especially if you need cash now, that sort of thing. So you don't have to wait for bi-monthly or monthly. We do pay every week. We'll have bonus opportunities sometimes because we really appreciate our subs. We just got done with a celebration of substitutes a few months back. We had some gift certificates that we gave out and some contests. I think we gave them just all sorts of little cards and stuff like that, which I thought was really fun. Free training opportunities, online and in person. We do not put you into the classroom cold. We have extensive online and in-person training. So that way you can go right out and feel confident about what you're doing. And then you can continue to get training while you are on the job. So you can always come in and get some more online training. We do have some, classroom training we'll have also, but mostly online. So let's say you're in a classroom, you're doing part-time, but you want to learn something more about, classroom management, student development, and so on and so forth. You can do that through us for free. We do have a 401k retirement savings plan. So if you desire to have a 401k, you can certainly do that through Teachers on Call, and we'd be happy to set that up for you. In some places, we do have medical plans. That's usually more on the long-term and permanent teacher schedules. That's when school districts will usually offer some sort of medical plan. And then you get great continuous personal support from us. We have one team that just works with substitutes and paraprofessionals. So if you call in, you have any questions, anything about that, you just call in and we will be able to answer your questions. Say you're having a bad day, that happens in the building. I've been there. And you want to call in and just say, hey, this is what's happened to me today. Can you listen to me for a few minutes? Yes, we will listen to you, and we will support you all the way. The school districts, if you're up in the St. Cloud area here like we're today, the school districts that we contract with right now are St. Cloud, Sartell, St. Stephen's, Ricori, Cold Springs, Little Falls, Malacca, and Princeton. So on this last slide, how you apply will be to apply online. You'll complete the phone interview and you'll go through the pre-hire steps. We have online paperwork, education, verification. You'll pass a background check, complete an I-9 form, either at our right now with COVID-19, obviously, we don't have people coming into the office right now, but probably online. I think we're online right now. And then receive a virtual orientation to start subbing. So you'll have a virtual orientation. You'll work with the onboarding team. They're very good about, really working with you to get you set up. Again, it's on www.teachersoncall.com. You do have my information on there, so feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you have concerning Teachers on Call, what we do. The website just got updated this spring, so it is a really great website. I believe it's user-friendly. And you'll be able to see all the jobs that are in there, all the information, testimonials from other teachers who are working with us right now, and so on and so forth. So I hope that you'll take out the time to check us out, and we hope to have you on board at some point. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. All right, we will move along. And I think we're going to take some questions at the end today. Our third employer, please welcome Accurate Home Care and Chelsea.
I am
Chelsea.
Technical difficulties. Can you hear me and see me okay?
I can now hear and see you.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, my name is Chelsea Yost. I'm a talent management specialist with Accurate Home Care. And I'm here to tell you a little bit more about us and the services we provide. So we can move on to the next slide. So to tell you a little bit about Accurate Home Care, so we've been around since 2002. We provide services to our clients that are in their homes. So we provide nursing services, PCA services, and our clients. So really a wide range of services. We have pediatric, adult, geriatric population. And we have locations all across the state of Minnesota, since you would be working with the clients in their own home. We, as the company, is based out of Otsego, Minnesota. So the positions we have available, we have PCA positions, so personal care assistant. We have part-time and full-time opportunities there. With that, as a PCA, you would really, be helping the patient with the day-to-day activities. That could be a variety of things, such as maybe bathing, dressing, eating. Each patient has a care plan in their home to really explain what their needs are on a day-to-day. This is a great opportunity if you're looking to get into the health field and wanted to see if it's really something. We also have homemaking, which we have part-time opportunities there. So homemaking is pretty much anything that's not hands-on to the patient. It could be light cleaning, maybe some food prep, running errands or appointments for them. So our company culture, some of our core values I wanted to put on here for you. So we really do value, teamwork, especially when we have staff out in the field and we have a home office here. So really working as a team to make sure that we're giving that quality care to our patients. Of course, the other ones we have here is compassion and accountability as well. So how would you apply to us? So first of all, you would go to accuratehomecare.com. There's an option for you to click Provide Care. You'd select the area, even if you don't see an opportunity nearest you, still apply because we are always getting in new referrals and new intakes, so things may change from day to day. So then we can definitely chat with you a little bit further, and then it'll prompt you to complete the application. How our hiring process works is, like I said, you complete that application online. Once that's submitted, you do a brief phone screen with a recruiter. From there, we would schedule an interview. So you'd actually get to chat with a clinical manager and a staffer, really get to see a little bit more of what a day-to-day looks like. They'll talk about some general questions, HIPAA, and all those things with you. If everything goes well on both ends, we would email you over an offer letter. Upon accepting that, we do ask you a PCA certificate, and if that's something that you do not have, what it is a certificate that you via online. We email you a link. It's of no charge, and it's about 20 questions. And then after completion, and it's a passing completion, then we can move you forward to our onboarding. There is where you'll do a lot of paperwork, background checks. The TB test, so the tuberculosis testing, we do a blood testing. We do that during orientation in-house here. And then from there, we would schedule that orientation in person. We also do online training modules, and we do those monthly as well, just to keep you up to date of anything new with Accurate Home Care or just general cares. And then you also receive client-specific training in home. So since you're working with somebody in their cares and their needs, you want to make sure that you're really comfortable with what you're doing for that one-on-one before you have to do any cares on your own. So that is a really important part of our orientation process. And then here's my contact information again. Like I said, at the very bottom is our website. That's where you go directly to apply. We do have some great opportunities right around the St. Cloud area. We get a lot of homemaking clients right in that area. Sartell, St. Joseph's, all in there. So we do have some that are really close. If you're looking for anything further out, again, we have clients all throughout the state of Minnesota.
Thank you so much, Chelsea. All right. So we will move on to our fourth employer, Isonova.
Hello, can you hear me all right? Can you hear me fine?
Yes, Kent, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Ken Peterson. I'm the plant manager here at Isonova in Eden Valley, Minnesota. And we have some, I'll give a little background about our plant is, so we spray dry eggs. It's a really interesting industry. We get inedible eggs in, and we spray dry them for dog food manufacturers. So we're taking in a product that other companies find no longer use for, and it's kind of a byproduct of their process. It's an inedible egg. We take it in, we spray dry it, and then if we have any shell, everything in the company is pretty environmental friendly. So the shell goes to farmers' fields, and we apply that there. Even the water gets applied to the farmers' fields. So very environmental friendly company. We have 4 drying plants around the United States and 5 liquid processing plants. The main office is in St. Louis, Missouri. And recently we were bought out by a larger company called Simrise, and part of that Simrise plant, they also own Diana, and we're a sub plant of Diana now. So big company took us on, and we continue to grow and have lots of opportunities. And that's why we're here to talk about this. So we have, right now we have 6 production operator positions open. We are going 24/7 here in September. So right now we're 24/5. We'll be moving to that 24/7 operation. I'm looking for operators who have some experience, but if you've got limited manufacturing experience, that's fine too. I really look at the what you do, but also look at how you do it. And how is pretty important to me. It's just a good attitude here is real important. But we're looking for people. Anytime I have corporate meetings or corporate discussions, or anytime I talk to my team, we're always going safety first. So safety, quality, and production are kind of our order of importance here. So somebody looking for somebody who will work in a safe manner, and looking for somebody, will train you into doing loading and unloading of tankers and being on the production line. And as we are growing here too, we're also looking to add automation. So we're going to make things, right now it's a physical job, but it will be moving to a more automated processing. And we'll still need all the people here because you still have to have people who are going to make sure that automation works properly. Hoping to grow that into by next summer or maybe even earlier if things continue to grow as fast as they are. Next slide, please. All right, so yeah, so we've already talked about this. We're going to 24/7 operation. We'll be working 4 days or 48 hours one week and 36 hours the other week. And you will be paid overtime for the 40 hours, over anything over 40. So 1 week you'll get that 8 hours of overtime, and then the following week you'll get paid out your 36 hours. And it comes out to, we're looking at a couple different schedules, kind of still to be determined, but we're looking at, let's see if I can find it here. One of our plants, they do 3 days on 1 week and then 4 days on the following week. Pretty similar, we'll be setting up a pretty similar schedule to that. So you work like Monday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the following week you'll work Monday, Tuesday, and then Saturday, Sunday. So you'll get every other weekend off. Next slide, please. Wages, we're starting out at $18.03 per hour, and then every 6 months based off in performance, there'll be some increase. It's typically around that 30 to 40 cent increase every 6 months up to 2 years. And every year we evaluate the wages in our area, and our goal is to stay very competitive in the area. So every year it's reevaluated, and then like this year we just bumped it up 50 cents to stay at a competitive wage. We pay a night differential of $1, so they'll be starting out in 1903. And company has great benefits, medical, dental, vision. We have paid vacations, and then also we have 6 holidays and 4 personal days off. We pay quarterly bonuses, which is still kind of unusual in the industry, but every quarter if we meet our numbers, and the company's been very good at paying. I haven't missed them. I've been here 3.5 years and we haven't missed one yet. And profit sharing. Currently the company does have profit sharing. As far as I know, it's going to continue. It's if that goes away, I'm sure we'll go into the 401k process. But right now, profit sharing is 100% paid by the company, and it's a really decent plan. Next slide, please. So to apply for we have 6 open positions. You could go on Indeed or go to this Isanova website, www.isanovatech.com/careers, and apply online. Let's see if I missed anything. I'll review quickly here. I think we have 6 positions open. We have a minimal qualification of a high school diploma. We're located in Eden Valley, Minnesota. Reviewing the benefits. I guess I reviewed that pretty well. We have dental and vision and medical. Apply online, see if I'm catching all the questions here. Culture, we're very team oriented. We have group meetings here. It's all driven by, I think the team is what makes this company great. Currently we have 10 employees. We'll be probably going up to about 18 to 20 employees eventually. So fast growing company. We do background checks here, so that will be, we do a pretty thorough background check to try to keep everybody safe and good here. Drug testing policies, we do a drug test at the beginning, and we do random tests throughout your time hired here. And then COVID, yeah, our main focus is to stay employee safe is our number one goal. And then also we are an essential business, so we stayed operational through this entire COVID process. And so we have additional cleaning that we do here. We have masks that we wear. We practice social distancing, and then we also have travel restrictions. So if you're going to travel to certain states, you might have to have certain duties here that you'll be kept separate from the other team for 14 days just to help keep that COVID risk down. And I think that's it.
All right, thank you, Kent. So we're going to go to some more questions here. I'm actually going to ask Kelly, who's on the call with us at our St. Cloud CareerForce location, and see if she's got any good questions for us.
We had a couple questions come in. One of them was for Mainsail, I believe. They wanted to know if she had an email address that they could send their information to.
Yes. Can you hear me? This is Justine with Mainsail.
Yes. Hi, Justine. Go ahead.
Perfect. Thank you. I don't know if we can go to my slide, but I can say it too. So my email address, should I type it in the chat maybe? Okay, I'm just going to say it. Sorry. It's J Johnson, and that's Johnson is JOHN as in Nancy, SON at mainsail.com. And Mainsail again is MAINSL. I can say that again if people need me to. Let me know what you think.
I put that up again on the screen for folks. So again, it's JJOHNSON at mainsail.com. And yeah, if you can put that in the chat as well, that would be great.
I will try and find how to do so.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Justine.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else, Kelly?
We had a job seeker who was interested in accounting or CPA positions with any of our employers. Anybody got a CPA candidate that they're looking for?
No, we don't for teachers on call.
Yeah, we don't either at Isanova.
Okay. Let's see, I just got. What are you guys' thoughts and opinions about hiring people with criminal background?
Yeah, I believe everybody said that they do a background check, but is it ever possible, if you've got a criminal background, to get a position? I guess one of the places that I would wonder about would be at Isanova, Kent. Are you ever able to hire anybody who has something on their background?
Yeah, it depends on when, and mainly it's probably the time frame of when it happened. If it's within the last year, it's pretty hard. But if it's years ago, I mean, we definitely take that into consideration. Felonies are tough. I mean, it's I think I would say no, but I would say apply, and then we'll run a background check. And if it's, you know, our HR department here would review it, and at that point, but.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, here's a short little plug for your CareerForce location out there. Here in St. Cloud, we do have some curriculum that we teach. We call it New Leaf. And if you do have a criminal background and that is kind of prohibiting you within your job search, we can definitely help you learn how to talk about it, how to approach it when you're going to employers, when you get face-to-face, so that you can, if you do have a felony, talk about, you know, what it was, how long ago it was, in a very short, concise manner, and try to set the employer at ease. Many employers will say that it really depends on the type of offense and how long ago it was. And that is true. It just depends on the work environment. Obviously, if the job is to work with children or to work with vulnerable adults, that's probably not a place where you want to focus your job search. But other industries are going to be easier to get into if you've really practiced along your job search on how do I put the employer at ease, how do I talk about how I've been doing some self-improvement. All right, so that's enough on that soapbox, but know that we have help if you've got a criminal background and that's really causing you trouble in your job search. Any other questions, Kelly?
No other questions, Marty. I did put some information in the chat box regarding our virtual services with the web link that they can go to check out some of the other classes and workshops that we're doing online, along with recordings of other job fairs and services that are available there. Also did talk about the initiative with Coursera and the free career-focused online resources that they can sign up for free. Definitely an opportunity for people to upscale some of their training and skills for employers if they're needing to do that. And then the web link for Minnesota Works, where we post all of our job postings for not only the employers that were with us today, but also the employers who weren't able to join us today. And then our contact information and our email address for employers and for job seekers who want to get in touch with us for more one-on-one services.
Great, thank you for putting all that in. I'll try that again. There was some echoing there. I apologize. Okay, so thank you for those questions. Thank you for moderating and posting things in the chat and Q&A there. Yes, please do go to CareerForceMN.com. We have a lot of services there for job seekers and for employers. We thank all of the employers today, Kent, Steve, Chelsea, and Justine, for joining us. Please reach out to those employers and ask more questions if you didn't get them put in the chat today. And join us for our next event that we are having on August 12th, I believe. So we will be putting that out as soon as we can. You can always subscribe to CareerForce and St. Cloud information if you go to careerforcemn.com/Saint, all spelled out, Cloud. And you can get an email alert every time we send something out for a new event or a workshop. So again, I thank you all for joining us today. Thank you to our employers. These are great events, and we remind you that job search assistance is available via phone and email right now, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Even though we are not open for in-person consultation, we are here to help you, and so give us a call or an email. We're here to help. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great day.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.